YouTube, Harry TV here. Hope you're all having a fantastic day so far. In this video I'm just going to go over some of the best tips that I have as a player of 15 years in the Call of Duty scene to the newly released Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6 has been the first Battlefield game that I've actually really given more than a few hours to before I've given up and loaded Call of Duty back up or moved on to something else. In Battlefield, your Call of Duty instincts are definitely going to be tested, and I've just found that I needed to sit back and reassess how I was playing the game because I was getting non-stop slaughtered when trying to play any game mode like it was Call of Duty. I'm not slating Call of Duty, and I'll definitely be the first to hop straight back onto Black Ops 6 when it comes out, but for now, let's get into these tips for jumping onto Battlefield and getting ahead of everyone else. Tip 1. Playing the objective over getting kill streaks. Call of Duty trains you to chase kill streaks and capture the odd objective along the way. Battlefield is by far the opposite, and you should prioritise the objective, reviving teammates, spotting enemies, and using your gadgets. The sooner you stop thinking like a lone wolf and start thinking like a squad or a team, the faster you'll start racking up kills, XP from objectives, and ultimately winning and ranking up fast. Tip 2. Try to slow down. What I mean by this is your COD muscle memory wants you to sprint and slide, jump into every fight, but Battlefield movement is definitely far heavier impacting and more tactical. So sprinting into every fight just gets you deleted from the game and almost forcing your teammates to make unnecessary plays into trying to revive you. Learn to use your cover, go prone, lean around corners rather than just sprinting out into the middle of nowhere and getting headshot by a sniper. Think about your positioning. So if you're looking at someone and they spot you, reposition and go again. Don't just keep re-peeking the same corners because that will just get you killed. For tip 3, I've got gunfights are about control. So the time to kill in Battlefield is much longer and your recoil actually kicks. So Battlefield isn't about unloading your whole mag at someone and then sometimes hitting and sometimes not. It should be about burst fires, short controlled sprays, which will win you more gunfights in the end instead of just holding down their trigger and hoping. Watch my shorts, I've got more than enough experience. Tip 4. Play with your squad, they are your lifeline. Battlefield 6 is built around squads playing together, and I just can't push this enough. They're literally your spawn points, your ammo, med kits, everything. They will help you rather than play against you, and you shouldn't be fighting on the leaderboard to be at the top. You should be playing with your squad. If you run off solo, you'll spend most of the match watching a respawn screen and wondering why you're bottom fragging. Instead, if you stick with your squad, play your role, and most importantly, if you're a medic, please, for the love of God, please revive people and not stand next to them. Nothing frustrates me more than when you're sat there and there's a medic right next to you, pretty much looking at you, and they won't revive you because they're afraid of being shot. Tip number 5. Use the game to your advantage. Use it as the sandbox. This is where Battlefield is somewhat superior to COD because you've got tanks, jets, drones, which are mostly used for tagging enemies, destructible buildings, which you can use to your advantage. So, for example, if you know someone is in a building and you're running an engineer class, blow up the side of the building and push them out into the open. Or if you're in a tank, it's pretty obvious what you do, blow up the side of the building. And just learn about what features you can use in the game to your advantage. Tip number 6, learn the maps and use the terrain to your advantage. The Battlefield maps are massive and even bigger if you're going to be playing REDSEC. So every objective has multiple flanking routes, snipers' nests, vehicle paths, campers, and you would benefit knowing roughly where people are likely to be sitting, which will give you a huge advantage in terms of game sense, predictability. So you can sort of, rather than running in blind, you sort of know where you're going to be attacked from instead of just thinking, oh, I'll just look. If you have a sort of sense that there might be someone there, you'll be a bit more precautious and sort of think about each corner that you turn, and you'll know where they'll roughly be. In short, play the objective, slow down your gameplay, control your shots, play as a squad, and use the terrain to your advantage. Thank you guys so much for watching this short video on just some tips that I have for Battlefield 6. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please check out my links in the description below. Like and subscribe. See you guys later.